Welcome back to the final part 4 of painting a vinyl doll with air dry paints. So I'm actually done with all of the painting, but since we've started painting this little one together, I needed to come back and show you how she turned out now that her brown tone is in and how it looks with the vitiligo. So this is Junie Rose vinyl kit by Marita Winters. This time I'm in my dining room, so I'm not in my office, so I can't bring out the COA. But I want to show you a close up of everything. So I'm going to mount the camera on the tripod. So give me just one moment. Probably be better if I just hold the camera while I do this. Okay, we'll just hold the camera for a moment. So she got her varnishing, and I love this varnish that I use. Um, it's just so, it just makes it, I don't know, it's just so rich. And she just got her lips and just certain little areas with some gloss. So we hit it with some gloss. And this is exactly the way I wanted her vitiligo to look. I wanted just to have a few spots on her face and then maybe a white eyelash and a white eyebrow and possibly a shock of white in her hair. She's going to have black hair. I'm still kind of going back and forth what brand I'm going to use. Okay, so that is her face, which turned out so well. And then here is, oop, I picked up the wrong leg. I always try to do everything in order so I don't get mixed up. So here is her leg. And again, just certain, multiple tones because, a human, a brown human doesn't just have one tone to their brown. They have darks and lights. And let's look at her little toes. I did something a little different with her toes. I outlined them. Let's see if yeah, that's a little better. So it gave it some more dimension and it gave it depth, made it a little bit dark. So all of that has been varnished over. I may do a second coat of varnish, but I need to at least wait until it's more cured. Because beneath this paint, even though it's set, the actual paint itself is still very soft. So you don't really want to handle it. I remember I put together a vinyl doll and I put it together like moments after I had finished painting it, and I scratched it with my nails, scratched it with the zip ties, so, and you just don't notice that you're, scratching a baby. So this one, I put the vitiligo, paler skin up by the thigh and then by the ankle. So I wanted her to be, my vision was that she would be mostly a brown baby. That was my vision. And again, I love how those nails turned out. Junie Rose is going to be for sale in my nursery at Pepper's Reborn Boutique. This is her. I wanted one hand that was completely on the pale side. I love this thumb a lot. Let me see if I can get it focused in there. I love how that nail turned out. And here are her spots that could possibly be a little hard. Then I went back over her areas and I just kind of gave it more dimension into her paler spots. Because, once you put that brown paint on, what tends to happen is that it just washes out the paler side. So I had to come back and really deepen it. And I like this hand. I like how it's just the back of the hand. There we go. And let's look at the actual hands. Getting those fingernails into focus is hard. But here's the bottom of her hands. See, it might be easier if I come down a little bit like this. Okay. Let me just look at the back of Emmy's head. Emmy. I've been working on 2 Emmys. So Emmy, the name, the word Emmy is like really prominent in my head right now. And I do have 1 Emmy still available in my nursery at reborns.com. Again, Pepper's Reborn Boutique. So you see I put a little gloss in her eye right here. And then I did imagine that her neck would be a little bit darker, but honestly, I was like, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so this is using my natural light. I don't have any filters on. This is what she looks like at this point. I'm gonna mount the camera. Give me one moment. And I apologize. Just get a little bit closer while I get everything settled in the right position. Because I want to show you the hair that I'm going to be using. I think, I know I want to use black hair for Emmy. So let's show you the white hair first, the shock of white. I love painting babies with different skin tones. Like I can just paint a baby with any type of skin tone, but I love painting just the odd skin tone. So the vitiligo is just not something that we always see. So we're going to do a platinum blonde. This is platinum blonde. This is mohair by Silk Effects. And this is kid mohair. I usually use yearling, but this kid mohair works really well. And so we're going to do some wispy eyelashes. I'm thinking that I'm going to do eyebrows. Now, I usually have lately been doing a long eyebrows. We're not going to do that this time. We're just going to do normal size eyebrows. And then for her paler hair, or her darker hair, I am thinking about doing, did I show you the right? Yeah. Okay, so that was the kid mohair by Silk Effects. And this is the yearling mohair by Silk Effects. So this is, I think what I'm going to use is I'll make it pretty curly, which is like really perfect for her ethnicity. That would be a very nice, and it's going to be sparsely rooted. I don't want her to have a whole lot of hair. I don't think that's necessary to take away from what I'm really going after. Pardon me, which is the vitiligo. I want the attention focused on that and her deep, rich skin tones. So my other option is to use this HP Baby Locks hair. And this is a black wavy hair. Thank you for the likes and thank you for the hearts. All right. So I could do this one, and I think that she would look super adorable in this as well. And that's what I thought I was going to do. It looks so good when it's wavy, but it does match this white hair much better. So probably I'm going to go with, instead of using this hair, I'm probably going to go with that hair. Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you for coming in. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to do was just to show her, because we did it on a live. Everything was done on a live, and I wanted to at least show how she turned out on the live. Today I will be a full day of rooting, and I may video part of the rooting, and then you can always watch the video if you would like to see that. Thank you, Jocelyn. I appreciate when people watch, and I love watching too. I mean, even before I ever became a reborn artist, I just absolutely loved watching videos where people actually put the baby in frame. So many times that you're watching a tutorial or something like that, and the camera is off somewhere else. Somebody's rooting, and you can't see the rooting needle go in. So I really, really, really try to think about that. So how do y'all like this? How do y'all like the way the texture comes out? I love that. And that's one thing about air dry paints. It does paint texturized, so you can see the variation from the water, you know, which gives it a very human element. Not saying that it will always be this much. You can always keep going over and over it until you smooth it out more. But I myself happen to like that look, especially on the darkest part of her body. I don't offer, Jocelyn asked if I offer a painting class. And while I do not offer a painting class, I do have a subscription channel. So if you want to be a member, I have an Artist Academy. And for $4.99 a month, I will show you the deep dive, the stuff that I don't typically show on just my normal channel. The deep dive is where we do almost a complete rooting, and I talk you through the whole process. So we do have, and it's a new channel, so it's only been up for about a month, but we have quite a few people that have subscribed. So you should see a join button. I think they said that they were going to start putting the join button on the phones now, because before you had to be on your computer to find the join button. But I typically put a link under my video so that you can find it. I'll try to, pardon me, I'll try to remember to put a link in this, because I think I can edit these live videos. But yeah, so that is me doing vinyl for the first time in a while. I love working with vinyl. I love the way silicone babies look. I love the way they turn out. But the thing about doing silicone babies is because the paint is so thick, you know, um, it's hard to get the good details like in the fingernails. But it still looks so good, and it looks so realistic. But you can't really get quite as much realism, painting the babies that are silicone versus the vinyl. And this is a vinyl kit. Again, this is Junie Rose by Marita Winters. I bought her from McPherson's, I'm pretty sure. But if not from McPherson's, I'm sure she's on Irresistibles. But anyway, guys, appreciate you coming by and watching this tutorial. I hate calling it a tutorial because I didn't really teach you anything. I basically just showed you how I do it. But I'm happy that you joined. I love the comments. I love that I've even gotten a few more subscribers. So if you do like this kind of content, it really helps if you comment and let me know, because then I'll know to do more stuff like this. Okay. So, yeah, I'm sorry you missed it. Well, honestly, you only missed it by like 11 minutes because this is going to be a short one because we're already painted. She's already done. And the next step is to start the rooting process, which I may film and then later, if you guys want to watch. I love the way she turned out. Thank you, lovely. She turned out the way I imagined it. And I was saying that she will be in my nursery for sale at reborns.com once she's all completed. I do want to give her paint and time to cure. Cure time is about 5 days to 7 days, but I can at least start rooting. Um, I don't think I'm gonna do too much damage. We'll protect her little face. Okay, guys. So Junie Rose says bye. And thank you guys for watching. And if you love the way she looks, please give her a thumbs up, a like, a heart. Bye.